All right, so I have lost my cameraman, so we're doing a selfie video. I am here with Brad, who is a volunteer here at the Dallas Comic Show. Say hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad. So, Brad, tell me, what is it like volunteering?
I love volunteering. I've said several times that it's a not necessarily a thankless job, because I always get thanks from all of the attendees when I do this. But it's hard work. I wake up, in the morning with aching feet, back, hip, head, the whole 9 yards.
But it's so worth it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've said it several times that I wouldn't do this. I will stop doing this when it stops being fun.
Yeah.
And the most fun thing about it is it's really working and interacting with all the folks who come to the shows. It's a very unique group. These folks who come to these, I call them pop culture conventions. They're not really comic book conventions anymore because they're so media.
Well, this one seems to be more comic book focused.
This was definitely more comic and artist focused. But you still have your handful of media guests, and there's still a huge pop culture influence across the board, right? So, but it's all like-minded people. They all share love of one thing or another and judge each other on the fact that on what they love, which is really great. And
this is just nerd heaven.
Oh yeah, it's nerd heaven. Yeah, and again, it's when you can do something for someone. I've been told several times, "Oh, you just made my convention for me."
Aww.
Yeah, and that's the biggest payoff.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that and the t-shirts.
Yes, all the t-shirts are awesome. I like your blue t-shirt. Yeah, because the Dallas Comic Con is the orange shirt.
Well, I wear a red shirt now.
Oh, you wear a red shirt?
Well, although they changed that though now. So
yeah, I heard.
It used to be the red shirts were the guys that took the first falls, right? So we had the orange shirts, so we would shepherd, as it were. And now we wear blue shirts, but that's. Okay,
so it's a very, you look wonderful in your blue shirt.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. This is a good color for me.
So how do you think this is the inaugural year of the Dallas Comic Show? You think it's going well?
Well, I wasn't at the first show. I wasn't able to volunteer for the first show, so this is actually my first show for DCS or DCS.
Yes, that's it.
Got it right the first time. No, I think it's really good. It kind of harkens back to the older shows that I went to back in the '80s. They're smaller, they're more intimate.
Yeah.
As far as the artists and the media guests, you really are sort of right there in their face, which is a lot different from the bigger shows that I'm used to.
So how long have you been volunteering at conventions?
Volunteering, I've only been doing it for about the past 5 years.
Okay, but you've been attending.
I've been attending for a long time. Yeah, I kind of fell out. Attended a lot in the '80s. I went to a couple in the '90s, and then got married and had kids, and that kind of thing. And then I got back involved into the volunteering and attending aspect. I guess in 2012 is when my first show back with a different group, but with Mark. So yeah.
Now, if someone wanted to volunteer for next year's show, how would they go about doing that?
Well, for this show, if you just go to the primary website, which is DallasComicShow.com, at the very top of the page where it has all their information, there's an actual link for volunteers.
Okay.
So basically, send them an email.
Okay.
Volunteers at DallasComicShow.com.
That's easy enough.
Yeah, it's very simple.
All right.
And then Tony Loving, or Dee Dee Love.
Dee Dee,
who is our volunteer.
Otherwise known as Tony.
Otherwise known as Tony. Yes,
I know who that is.
She's a volunteer coordinator. She's great.
Yes.
I've worked with Tony in several shows past. This is the first time I've actually worked for Tony. But now she's great. And but basically just send out an email, let them know what your fandoms are, that you want to interest in volunteering, and you come and you get a free T-shirt. You get admission to the con for a couple of days, and get to work with a great group of people.
Anyone walking around with Scottish kilts?
Tomorrow.
Really?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Anybody who's attended the Dallas Comic Con knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we have the kilt squad that come to the Dallas shows, and when one of the primary members of the kilt squad, Doug Rawa.
Yes, I just saw him here a few minutes ago.
Doug's a fabulous guy. He had to go directly to work from here.
Okay.
So he couldn't wear his kilt, but he will be kilted tomorrow.
Okay. Looking forward to that. All right. Well, thank you. You have an awesome day.
You too.